get suited up. I'ma take you out, we can ride around, just the two of us. You my twin flame, ain't no doubt about it, we two in love. From me, your club, I ain't pulling out, I'ma shoot it up. Cause you the one, shawty, you the one. Yeah, you the one that's working for it. You the one that curved it for me. You the one that's searching for me. You the one that's hurting for me. You the one that deserves it from me. You the one that's perfect for me. Yeah, she a little freak. Yeah, she only do it for me. Yeah, yeah. What you don't know, girl, you know that I'm willing to teach. Yeah, yeah. Reaching your peak. Yeah, you know I'm the one with that reach. You know that. Yeah. Loving your body. Yeah, loving your body.
Baby,
yeah,
let's get suited up. Got you some money, got you marine. She giving me streams, I dive in the stream. Fuck with a king, then you riding with me. Two-door crew, red guts for the seats. Move like a sleaze man, racking a piece. She on a wine and dine and ting. She want pristine jewel diamond ring. I'm on a big man flex, no arm out. Hermes bracelet, bringing the charms out. She got a fresh blowout with the part out. This type shit make you eat your heart out. So eat it up. After this bill, I'ma beat it up. You was suited up, now you suited down. When that ass move around, yeah, it's heating up. My twin flame. I can't picture you with nobody else, that same frame. Girl, you my Savannah, yeah, I'll be a king, James. And you been down so long, we gon' buy nicknames. So get suited up like we courtside at the Knicks game.
Yeah, you the one that's working for it. You the one that curved it for me. You the one that's searching for me. You the one that's hurting for me. You the one that deserves it from me. You the one that's perfect for me. Yeah, she a little freak. Yeah, she only do it for me. Yeah, yeah. What you don't know, girl, you know that I'm willing to teach. Yeah, yeah. Reaching your peak. Yeah, you know I'm the one with that reach. You know that. Yeah. Loving your body. Yeah, loving your body. Yeah, yeah. Loving your body. Yeah, yeah. You know you got it. Yeah, yeah. Getting excited, feeling erotic. She a little dotty for me. Ay. She only do it for me. Told her this dickin' for free. Look what you did to the sheets. She said I'm going too deep. Girl, I'ma put you to sleep, make you addicted, fucking with me. Know I'm a king when I'm in the east. Made you my queen, I'm playing for keeps. Ay. We used to fuck in the Jeep, that's when a nigga was cheap. And took you to Telly's, eating at delis. We used to ride out to Philly. I'ma take you out, we could ride around, just the two of us. You my twin flame, ain't no doubt about it, we be so in love. From me, your club, I ain't pulling out, I'ma shoot it up. Cause you the one, shawty, you the one. Yeah, you the one that's working for it. You the one that curved it for me. You the one that's searching for me. You the one that's hurting for me. You the one that deserves it from me. You the one that's perfect for me. Yeah, she a little freak. Yeah, she only do it for me. Yeah, yeah. What you don't know, girl, you know that I'm willing to teach. Yeah, yeah. Reaching your peak. Yeah, you know I'm the one with that reach. You know that. Yeah, loving your body. Yeah, loving your body. Yeah, yeah.
Go beast on them. I go beast. Go deep, I OD on them. I OD. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees. Go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast. Go deep, I OD on them. I OD. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees. Countdown, levitate. Going up, elevate. Watch me demonstrate. On time, never late. I grind, celebrate. No pump fake, hesitate. I've been scoring every day. Champagne Perrier. Since 9-3, been in the box, now I'm stepping up to home. Like straight out the sandlot, now I'm plotting on the globe. I work hard, I show love, that calm and steady grind. Got this far, I go hard, let God take control. I was starving skinny, now my weight up, got no energy for haters. See you trying, see you later. I'm shooting for the stars, need no laser beam, blowing like the greatest, but it's one who's always greater. Go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast. Go deep, I OD on them. I OD. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees. Go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast. Go deep, I OD on them. I OD. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. Smell good, skin clear. This here my year. Hey, look up here. This here my Frontier, same fit 4 days. I grind 4 ways. I play no games. All me, no blame. On the wave, my own wave, can't stop my shine. In the lane, my own lane, can't stop my grind. 40 yard in the V12 and like 1.5. At 19, I cleared 19 in a month, no lie. Oh God. I was starving skinny, now my weight up. Got no energy for haters. See you trying, see you later. I'm shooting for the stars, need no laser beam. Blowing like the greatest, but it's one who's always greater. Yeah. Go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast. Go deep, I OD on them. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees. Go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast. Go deep, I OD on them. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees.
Yeah. Just appreciating life. You know? I've been listening to birds cry. I've been viewing from a bird's eye. That's why I always keep my third eye open. I'm focused. If it's real, you know it's gon' come back. This that season, but there's no comeback. If you let go, then please don't run back. Cause if it ain't love, then we don't want that. Yeah, fuck that, I got bigger fish at the fry. Like, who gon' take care of my family when I die? So they can't say I failed with knowing they never tried. Let's put our ego to side and tuck an eye in the pride. We force our past to collide, now we traveling worldwide. Some people think I'm fake, cause I ain't never reply. But that well is run dry, the people I used to confide in. Thought they was riding, but it was feelings they was hiding. You tried it, now I'm thinking wow, cause I thought that you was solid. Could've been making money, but you steady making problems. Could've been here with us, yeah, but now you in them comments. You was wildin'. If it's real, you know it's gon' come back. This that season, but there's no comeback. If you let go, then please don't run back. Cause if it ain't love, then we don't want that. Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that. Cause if it ain't love, then we don't want that.
All the sacrifices that my parents made for me, I return it all, you could get the world from me. Stay the same, make it big, can you still love me? Or you still want me?
Cause just like you, I've been trying to mediate, see the value in things before it all depreciate. I found myself protecting my mindset so I don't deviate. Then it start to pull me back, right in an egregious state. With these words I lead the way to lyrical heaven. Just me and my brethrens carrying this on our backs like Tim in 07. I'm calm like a setting till it set in that you could lose it all in the blink of a second. Flash of a minute, involved in an accident. The car started smoking while I was in it. Jumped out, felt the Holy Spirit. God whispers, you got something to live for, and it ain't nothing stopping you. Cause lately it been too much fam in and out the hospital. Keep my head in the beats and show them that it's possible to live out your own dreams and go against the logical. I was down till a voice said I believe in you. My mama used to say, your daddy I could see in you. You a man now on your own and I ain't seeing you. Just know I'm stacking up this dough so I could be with you. Stay isolated bro, the saga still continues. Forever. Indies. Double I.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome in, good morning, as we filter in, I am going to turn this music down real quick, and here we are. Welcome in, everybody, welcome in. I'll be up here in just a second, getting a few things situated. I had to mow the yard before it got too hot today, so that's why we're a little bit late, but we vibe, we're here. I'm excited to get some news going. Got a lot to cover from the weekend. And some news already today, so I'm excited for this session. But give me just a second here, chat. All right. All right, chat. Let's get into it. All right, chat. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Let's get after it, shall we? Hope everybody's having a great morning so far. Having a great Monday. It is a new week. Time to get after it. You know what I'm saying? We're on that grind. But welcome in, everybody. This we're gonna have some really interesting games. We already covered Saturday's matches, but we'll dive more in depth into some of that. Some of those like more important ones from Saturday today probably, and just keep going over everything that we go over. But if you guys also have anything that you guys want to bring up, or anything that's interesting to you in football right now, let me know and we can go look into it for sure. I however cannot watch videos while I do this, so I got in trouble with certain ones. I think I couldn't post one video, one VOD because of that, but it's not a big deal. We just can't watch like the replays from the day before and stuff, probably while we're live. So that's that. But let's get into it. Aston Villa with a really good performance yesterday, chat. I expected more of a fight from Everton, but I did say Villa have a really good side. Unai Emery has that team in a very good position. Brought in some good players this summer. Diaby is a great signing for them. Watkins is a really good player for them, and Bailey playing really well for them as well. I think that Aston Villa could be a top of the table team this season. Not crazy top, but I think they could have a possibility of qualifying for some place in Europe this season. They got a really good squad. Emery is a really good manager, and yeah, I think this might be the season though, chat, that Everton get relegated. They've been avoiding it, and you know, they've managed to escape the clutches of relegation for a lot of seasons, for many seasons now. And I think this might be the season, because they look in shambles. They don't look like they're in a great position. So they definitely have to get it figured out if they expect to stay in the Premier League this season, or after this season. But yeah, well done by Everton. Again, got one. Luis on a penalty. Bailey and Duran. All good performances from them all around. Honestly, it looks like they had clean sheet and just a really good performance from Villa. Really solid side. I'm excited to see how they do in the Prem this season. One that I thought Chelsea might have it figured out, chat, but boy was I wrong. West Ham getting the 3-1 win. West Ham it's really difficult to play at West Ham. It's a really good club with a lot of culture. The fans get really behind the team, and they can really move a team to victory as well, and they did. Not to mention this shambles, this whole Chilwell, Colwell, Silva, Sanchez, Disasi. Yeah, just their backline wasn't good. I watched the highlights from it, and West Ham really had their way with him. Paqueta looks really good. I don't know what he's going to be doing, but James Ward-Prowse coming in, their new signing, getting him 2 assists. You can't ask for much more from him. Antonio doing really well as well up top for them. They have David Moyes is a good manager. He's going to have them organized. West Ham had a pretty good season last year. Does hurt that they are a man down, but shocking that they were able to win 3-1 a man down as well. I'm not sure when that card came though, to be honest. It was later in the game. It was the 67th minute, so surprisingly Chelsea just couldn't pull something back. They had a lot of opportunities. I think they need to be more clinical in front of goal. I mean, if you look at this, only like 17 shots and only 1 big chance. Can't happen. Like, you have to have more opportunities. But yeah, well done from West Ham. Chelsea have a lot to work on. It's early in the season, so I wouldn't be too bothered by it, but definitely something to note and work on moving forward from there. Also, Fernandez, Enzo missing a penalty. Could have been a 3-2 game. Makes it a little bit different, especially with West Ham a man down. So if they convert that penalty, maybe it's a little bit different, but they didn't. And Ariel made a really good save. He's a good keeper. So well done from them. Hats off to West Ham. Get some really good possession at the beginning of the season. Atletico dropping points yesterday. That's huge. Barcelona got it done against Cadiz. Pedri and Torres both getting a goal. Lewandowski with an assist. They had a really good performance overall, from what I could tell. De Jong filling in the back line. I think due to injury and a red card, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I mean, obviously Rafinha was on the bench. Yeah, Rafinha wasn't in the squad. Araujo is out with a muscle injury. Martinez out with a muscle injury. So De Jong drops in, does a job, fills in, and that gets the job done. Cadiz isn't the best team. They're usually lower table, mid table. So I figured Barcelona would be able to get that done at home, and they did. They had to bounce back from the sad performance they started the season with. But yeah. Chat, Union Berlin starting off the season really strong. A 4-1 win. Chat. What did they? I think they won last weekend as well, pretty massively. Oh, I guess that. Yeah, never mind. This is the first week. They had the. It wasn't but they had the German Cup. That's what it was that they won big. But Union Berlin scoring a lot of goals already early in the season, looking really good. Frankfurt did get the win, like I said. Pretty good team. They make things difficult on themselves, but they definitely got the job done. Well done to them. Roma dropping points. Probably shouldn't be dropping points against that team, especially at home, but nonetheless, there they are. Atalanta beating Sassuolo. I don't know how you say it. Sassuolo, yeah. Then Lazio dropping points against Lecce. Juve getting the job done. 3-1 against Udinese. Well done for them. Kessia, Vlahovic getting goals, and Rabiot getting a goal as well. Well done from them. I like this squad. I like the direction that Allegri's going to have them in. However, unfortunately, I think they start the season 15 points out. I'm not sure how. Maybe it's off their total at the end. I don't know. Oddly enough, Fiorentina lead the league just by I don't know. I'm not sure how that works. Alphabetical, I guess. But yeah, a lot of teams getting it done. A lot of teams get it done in Serie A. That's looking good moving forward. Let's look at the Bundesliga moving forward. Stuttgart on top, the 5-goal differential. Imagine I know Marion and Simmet are buzzing right now just to see this. Just to see them on top with goal differential. Well done to them, though. Hats off to them. A 5-0 win to start the season. Bayern got the 4-0 win. Berlin with the 4-1. Wolfsburg with a 2-0. It's good to see them getting back to winning ways. And Leverkusen with a 3-2 as well. Freiburg got the 2-1. Dortmund with a 1-0. And Frankfurt with a 1-0. So good starts to the season for a lot of teams in the Bundesliga. Some sad starts from other teams. Leipzig, this is a tough way to start the season for them, but they'll bounce back. That's a tough opponent. Who did they play? Leverkusen are a really good side. As it sits in La Liga, only 2 teams with 6 points total have gotten all 6 points available. Real and Valencia. We have a +2 goal differential on them, so we are in first. So we're top of the table right now, and then Valencia, and then Girona. Crazy enough, they've got a win and a draw. Atletico, Barca, Betis, all with the same. And then Vallecano, who have only played one match, have 3 points. So it's an interesting thing. The fact that there's only 2 teams in the whole league that have only gotten 2 wins is pretty astonishing. Like, won the first 2 matches is pretty good. Makes it for a more competitive season in La Liga. I think we're going to see a lot of teams, especially that we saw at the bottom of the table, step up this season, and we're going to have a really good league. It's going to be a difficult season for Madrid, but I think we're going to get the job done. No problem. I think we win the league this season. But then again, I think we win the league every season. But I actually do. I think we were in a really good position to win the league. I think that might be our main focus. I don't know how much focus we'll put on the Champions League, which we always put all our focus on the Champions League. If we don't win the Champions League, it's disappointing because we're Madrid. We want to win the Champions League, and that's what it is. But if we don't win the Champions League, we have to win La Liga. And I know we're going to win La Liga this season, so I don't know if we're going to do the double. But you know what? It's a good opportunity. We'll see what happens. I'm excited for us moving forward, but it's definitely going to be a really, I think it'll be a more difficult season in La Liga. I think it'll be a more competitive season, and we'll see more of a fight for the top places as well. And then the Prem. Check out the Prem. Brighton, top of the table, by 2 over City on goal differential. And then Brentford as well at the top of the table. It's an interesting start after the first 2 weeks. Tottenham getting it done against United to put them in top 5. Ooh, chat, sorry. But yeah, puts them in the top 5. So it's definitely an interesting top 5 to start. Brighton, City, Brentford, Liverpool, and Spurs. And then West Ham and Newcastle following. Both really good sides. Arsenal right there as well. They still have to play their second match. There's still a few, I think 2 matches that need to be played. I think it's, yeah, Arsenal and Crystal Palace have to play. And I think that's today, actually, at 2. Yeah, today at 2. And then Luton and Burnley have to play, and I'm not sure when they're doing that because it was postponed. It was postponed. And then French League. Look at that top of the table is looking like. PSG sitting in 11th with only 2 points off 2 draws. It's not a great start of the season for them, but they also have a lot of drama, a lot of new faces, so it might take them a little bit to get settled in. Once they get the Mbappe saga figured out and they get their players settled in, I think they'll be really good. But Monaco, Brest, Rennes, Montpellier, Lille, Marseille, all in the top 6 spots. So PSG have some work to get done. Only 2 teams in that league as well, getting all 6 points off of the first 2 weeks. So hats off to Monaco and Brest. Well done to them. I think you could see a more interesting French league this season as well. It's hard to say, but I would love to see a more interesting and competitive French league because it's been kind of a joke for a long time. It's considered to be in top 5 leagues. You could honestly say that there's other countries that have a better league. Portugal have a really good league. They have teams that get into Champions League every year and do well. So, I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know if I would consider France in the top 5 leagues anymore. Matches today, chat. Arsenal, Crystal Palace. This is a really good one to watch. Arsenal needing to have a good performance, get 3 points out of this. But Crystal Palace, we know they were really not a bad team last year at all. They have really good players. IU is really good. Ward is really good. They have a really good side. Hodgson has them really well coached up, and they'll be good. They are facing a few people on injuries. I'm not sure what all moves they had done in the transfer market. We can check it out here. Let's look at this. They've been pretty quiet, chat. 2 transfers this summer. They've not done much. But then again, you know, they had a really good side last year. They weren't a bad team. I mean, they're a mid-table team, which is, I mean, that's usually where Crystal Palace are at. They're not a bad team. They can cause trouble for teams. I think, especially being at home, that Arsenal or Crystal Palace have a good edge. Arsenal are susceptible to mistakes. Timber's out, but they do have Zinchenko. I think Arsenal will be fine. I think they have the depth to cover Timber being out. Obviously, he's out for the season with an ACL injury. But I think Arsenal handle this game. It's going to be difficult, and Arsenal usually make it more difficult on themselves than they need to. But I think Arteta's also trying to snap that and get them out of that funk and out of that habit. They need Havertz to step up and be more clinical in front of goal. He needs to figure out his play again. He needs to revitalize himself in his career and his play style. I think he's a really good player. He has the ability to create a lot of opportunities in front of goal. When he was at his peak, he was a clinical finisher. He just found a way to create goals and get in front of goal and get the job done. But as of late, he's just not been the same player since then. So I don't know if he's peaked or if he's just unmotivated or just had a bad spell of things. But I think Arteta is the man to get him back to peak performance. And if he can't, then it might just be his time is just written and he had his moment in the sun. But we'll see. I hope he has a lot better season. I'm looking forward to see how he does with this Arsenal squad. But Rice and Odegaard and Partey in the middle. With that, Saka and Martinelli on the wings. They're gonna have the Ramsdale in the back. They have a really good side. This is gonna be a really good showing for them, I think. But it's gonna be a difficult showing. Like I said, Crystal Palace is tough to play at. But we'll see. I want to say Arsenal 3-1 on this. I think Crystal Palace sneak a goal in. But definitely Arsenal getting the job done today. I think my opinion. La Liga Deportivo and Sevilla. I think Sevilla handled that one. It'll be difficult, but I think they'll handle that. They had a really good showing against City. They're a really good side, so we'll look to see how they handle that. Granada and Vallecano. I think Granada handle that at home. I think Granada play really well at home, and they can get the job done. Milan, AC Milan today. I want to see something's at 145. Paramount Plus. Do you think Pulisic will play for them? I think he'll start out on the right for them. I'm excited to see how he fits in with their squad. Pioli has a really good vision for him, he said. So I really want to watch that and see how Pulisic does. They are away from home for the start of the season, so we'll see what happens. But I think this is going to be a good match. I think I got AC Milan 2-0. I think Pulisic and Giroud get one. That or Pulisic gets an assist at least. But I think he has some goal involvement. I think he knows that he needs to get back to a better side of his career as well. There's a lot of players that made transfers this summer. I think that are just in need of a fresh start. Pulisic being one. Like Havertz. I mean, there's quite a few players this summer that I feel like needed a fresh start. They were just and it's crazy. It's a lot of players from Chelsea that just needed after that. Something happened after that Champions League season, and they just weren't the same. A lot of players just weren't the same. Whether it's not being motivated and just they won it. Like what else? Like I don't know what else it would be. The culture in the club also got lost, so it also loses passion for the game. And when you don't have passion in the club and culture in the club, it plays a huge role. It has a huge effect on your players and how you view your career. So I think a lot of these players needed to get out, especially teams like Chelsea. they need to get out. PSG as well, and these players just need to get out and just enjoy football again and just get back to what they can do. You saw it with Juninho last year, or not Juninho, Jorginho last year with Arsenal. He had a really good season for them, after leaving Chelsea. So I'm excited to see how Pulisic does. I'm excited to see how Havertz does. I just want to see players that we know should be performing at a top level back performing at a top level, because they've gotten out from clubs that have just been mismanaged and poorly owned, in my opinion. There's not a whole lot of games today, chat. It's a Monday. Until we get back into like League Cups and stuff like that, we're not going to see a whole lot, except for the weekends. A few here or there on Mondays and stuff. Chat, this is a big thing. This is a huge thing for United. I know this has played a huge role recently in the club and what they've been doing and handling. But Greenwood has not played for United since January of last year. Mason Greenwood to leave Manchester United after the two parties reach agreement. All right, so obviously, chat, he was in trouble for allegations due to attempted rape, assault, until Crown Service announced 6.5 months ago that the case had been discontinued. So he was, the cops and everything, or the court system over there in Manchester, dropped the case and been discontinued. And so United decided that they would be doing their own investigation internally within the club to decide his future. And so the forward has remained suspended by United throughout his period of the time at the club. Is now confirmed that the forward will not be returning to the Old Trafford setup. The PA News Agency understands the club are working with Greenwood's family to find the right environment for him to continue his career, with discussions underway to find a correct solution. Manchester club statement: Manchester United has concluded its internal investigation of the allegations made against Mason Greenwood. A process commenced in February 23 following all charges against Mason being dropped. Throughout, we have taken into account the wishes, the rights, perspective of alleged victim along the club's standards, values, and sought to collate as much information and context as possible. This has required us to proceed with sensitivity and care to obtain evidence not in the public domain, including from those who, oh my gosh, I cannot read chat. I'm a horrible reader. Including from those with direct knowledge of the case. Based on the evidence available to us, we have concluded that materials posted online did not provide a full picture, and that Mason did not commit the offenses in respect of which he was originally charged. That said, Mason has publicly acknowledged today he has made mistakes, which he is taking responsibility for. All those involved, including Mason, recognize the difficulties with him recommencing his career at Manchester United. It has therefore been mutually agreed that it would be most appropriate for him to do so away from Old Trafford, and we will now work with Mason to achieve that outcome. All right, chat. So they're going to say that they're saying that he's going to leave. They're working with him to find the best possible solution for him to go somewhere else, and so that's what is going to happen there. Like I said, I think the club are just going to part ways mutually with him, and I think that's probably just the best solution for him and for the club. I think he needs a new start, new scene. He just needs to get out and go do his own thing. I'm not going to sit here and say he is or isn't right or wrong, but that's not what I'm here for. This is just what I'm covering. But he is not going to be at United anymore. So I think that's the best solution for him and for the club. Greenwood's statement: I want you to start by saying I understand that people will judge me because of what they say, because of what they have seen and heard on social media, and I know people will think the worst. I was brought up to know violence or abuse in any relationship was wrong. I did not do the things I was accused of in February. I was cleared of all charges. However, I fully accept the mistakes I made in my relationship, and I take share of my responsibility for the situation that led to the social media posts. I I'm looking to understand my responsibilities, set up a good example as professional football, and to focus on becoming responsible as a father, as well as a good partner. Today's decision has been a part of a collaborative decision with Manchester United, my family, and me. The best decision of all of us, making football away from Old Trafford, where my presence will not be a distraction for the club. I thank the club for their support. I joined age 7. There will always be a part of me which is United. Enormously grateful for family, friends, loved ones, support. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty much all you can say. I mean, the situation is what it is. Club and him are gonna split ways. We'll see where he ends up. It'll be interesting to see if he comes back from this and amounts to the level of player that everyone thought he was gonna be. But we'll see. I'm sure there's a lot of people, obviously you're gonna have things like this. Wrexham keep providing the entertainment with the latest goal frenzy. Go on, Wrexham. All right, so essentially, Borussia Dortmund's director responds to Bellingham's diss. Bellingham, all he said is that the level here is so high. I'm like a sponge taking everything in. My teammates tell me that's why I've started the season so well. I have to keep helping the team. There are loads of games still to come, and I have to keep contributing, he said. And then this is people being dumb. Dortmund director states, I don't think the statement was meant as a criticism of Borussia Dortmund or of his time with us until the summer. I know that he was not 100% fit in the last few months and had problems with his knee. These problems are over now. I'm still in contact with Jude. We've always had a very respectful relationship. We're happy that he's developing like this at Real Madrid. We're keeping our fingers crossed for him and wish him all the best. Yeah, that's people trying to start something out of nothing. People starting something out of nothing, chat, just like always. Imagine that. Bayern and Liverpool looking at Calvin Phillips from City, which is interesting because I think he's somebody that needs to leave to get back on track with where his career should be as well. Yeah, Chad, this is really sad. So the Spanish captain, she's also a Madridista, but she plays for the women's team at Madrid. Anyways, her father passed away, and she found out her family waited to tell her till after she won the World Cup. Like she found out directly. I think it was like that day, and then she found out later, which is crazy. But yeah, she's dedicating her World Cup triumph to her late father. That's beautiful sentiment. Hats off again to Spain and her. We love to see that from Madrid. Gravenberch pushes for Bayern X and amid interest from Liverpool and United. So we'll see. We could see Gravenberch leave Bayern this summer still. One to watch for sure. Cancelo nearing Barcelona loan switch from Man City, so that's one to watch as well. So we'll see here coming up if that'll actually happen or not. Cancelo to Barcelona will be an interesting one. What is this shit? Chat. What is this? Real Madrid prepare Mbappe bid. Barcelona want Sané. United lineup. Vlaco Mills as a new goalkeeper. Liverpool make contact with Gravenberg, Partey, Bradley, Kyle Walker more. All right. Madrid are peppering 103 mil bid for Mbappe, which was submitted late in the transfer window in hopes that'll pressure PSG into accepting. Interesting. I don't think that'll actually happen, chat, but we'll see. It's an interesting one to watch. United, Odysseus Vladimir, Vlaco Dimos, back up to Andre Onana. Keen on making the move, but Benfica demand his full release clause. 51 mil. Yeah, that's Jesus. That's crazy. Nah, that probably won't happen. Barcelona tracking Sané, ready to make a bid next summer after when he enters the final year of his contract with Bayern. Liverpool in contact with Gravenberg representatives, so one to watch there. Galatasaray, Arsenal have held talks with Partey, holding out for 12 mil. They only wanted to put in 8.5 mil, so if Galatasaray offer 12, you might see Partey leave, but I don't know if they'll go up to 12 for him. United face competition from Bayern, Al Hilal for Verratti. United's dragged their feet with a lot of stuff. They've also had a really shit start to the season, so they're going to have to get back on track and figure their stuff out for sure. Laporte closing in on a $23 million move to Al Nassr after agreeing to leave the Prem League champions. So 23 mil for Laporte, player that they used sparingly. So 23 mil for that is solid. And a good signing for Al Nassr. Definitely give them some more firepower over in the Saudi League. I guess Spence is up on the chopping blocks. Is not impressed. Postacoglu. I don't know how the fuck it is. I'm gonna have to look that up how you say his name because that's hard as shit. But Spurs manager not impressed with Spence. Barcola, both PSG and Chelsea prefer a move to Paris though. Bayern making a final move to sign Kyle Walker, but already knocked back. West Ham made a bid for City. Doku struggled to agree to a fee. Ajax for Kudus. Everton closing in on Adams. Aston Villa considering a late swoop for Arsenal. Tavares, who had been added on the radar of Nottingham Forest, so that could be one to watch as well. Yeah, I start getting up to stuff we saw yesterday. Pochettino thinks there will be rapid Chelsea improvement after the West Ham defeat. Yeah, that's what I said. He said if we score the penalty, we're talking about a different game. Yeah, 100%. Just if they work on finishing and they get more clinical in front of goal, I think Chelsea are going to be a really dangerous side. They're creating a lot of opportunities in the matches that they play. They just have to finish. They just need to finish. Finish the opportunities and you'll be chilling. I saw most of this chat. These two cover pretty much the same news. Let's check in on Fabrizio. All right. So yeah, chat, still one to watch here. Cancelo to Barcelona. We'll see if that actually happens. Al Hilal submit a 32 mil bid to Madrid Atletico for Rodrigo De Paul. As talks moving forward, contract proposals set to players camp. Negotiations on Negotiations. Blah blah blah. I cannot talk today, chat. Negotiations on after talks revealed this morning, so that'll be one to watch. That would be a huge miss for Atletico, but they would definitely have the money to replace him for sure. Baleba agreement with Brighton on personal terms. His favorite option to replace Caicedo. Opening bid is already submitted to Lille. Excess of 16 mil also includes add-ons. So Brighton looking to replace Caicedo with the youngster. Be a really good signing for them. I think he had a really good season at Lille last year. It'd be interesting to see how they move forward with that. DePaul one again. We'll see if that happens. Roma is getting Zapata from Atalanta, being finalized now at the final stages. Yeah, I still think this is the right decision for United and Greenwood both. Crystal Palace ahead of Nottingham Forest in the race to sign Dean Henderson. I don't think Forest need him, but I think Crystal Palace might. But both clubs, one to watch there. See if they'll be able to get him. So Atletico signed Samu till 2028. One to watch for them. He'll be a really good competitor for them. No intention of selling Lindelof, so Ten Hag wants him there at United and has him as a key part of the squad for the season apparently. Alexis Sanchez returned to enter. Theo Marota confirms Correa wants to leave more space, and yes, Sanchez is keen on returning here. Alexis sent us clear messages about his desire to rejoin Inter. It's true. So you can see Alexis Sanchez rejoining Inter here soon. The Inter CEO, we won't announce Benjamin Pavard as a new signing today, but we're in good position. We're doing our best to sign Pavard, and we're ambitious, but it's not an illusion. We feel we can make it happen. So look today for this maybe to be announced, or tomorrow, Pavard signing with them. Looks like they're gonna get that deal done with Bayern. Bayern are still insisting to keep him. It's up to them. We'll see if he can force his way out, or if they'll say no and he'll just end up staying there as well. City advancing on Doku. 55-60 mil package being discussed with Ernest. City hope to reach an agreement with Ernest this week after the green light on player side being since the beginning of August. Damari Gray to Al Shabab for Damari Gray. Deal only agreed to club at this stage. Saudi sources confirm. Start talking personal terms with Damari Gray's decision at this point. Montiel to Nottingham Forest on loan from Sevilla. So Sergio Dest is a PSV player now. Loan deal with option to buy worth 10 mil. Player accepted on Sunday. PSV will cover 50% of his salary. So Barca 50% of salary and PSV 50% of salary on Sergio Dest. I think that'll be good for him. He'll get more reps than he did at Barcelona. Definitely a good move for him to further his career and get him on the right track for the national team. Pep playing the strings. Everybody knows he wants Bernardo and Kyle Walker to stay. I don't think they're gonna leave either. I don't see them leaving. I don't see them leaving. Fran Garcia is a baller, chat. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm excited for his development with us. Yeah, no shit. That's crazy. Messi and Ronaldo getting golden boots both in 2023. That's crazy. 29 games, 25 goals in 2023 for Osimhen. Unanimously validated at this point. So, Thierry, U21 national team coach for France. That's pretty litty. Damn, I didn't know Vinny was tatted like that, bro.
Enough of the code switching, been hitting my soul, been on the ropes, I'm ready to grow, so get to know me. Keep your head up, I want you to grow with me. See this gold on me, want you to glow with me. Yeah, alright, okay, we get it. No contest. Wait, see this gold on me. Serve, nigga.
Yeah, see, Crystal Palace are a really good team, bro. I love that. The respect between two managers. Yeah, that's the thing, chat. Their Arsenal last season were really predictable and easy to figure out, and teams made it easy to cause issues for them. This season, they have to fucking be unpredictable. They have to figure it out. They have to be able to create without teams knowing what they're gonna do. Yeah, that's devastating. I'm sure he saw looking down. Spain and the second nation to have both men's and women's World Cup. Well, shit, chat. I don't know if we have much more news other than that. Dive into Madrid. Is Ancelotti the GOAT Real Madrid manager? No. I think it has to be Zidane. I think Zidane might be the best manager that's been at Madrid, but best Madrid manager, I should say. But Ancelotti and him are probably the top two in my opinion. Jose third. Watch for this, chat. This is the irresistible offer that I was talking about earlier. The final days of the market. Yeah, no, that's not happening. Yeah, I think Frank Garcia is really good for us, honestly. Not a whole lot going on, chat. There's a lot of games that we covered and stuff, but I think overall, it's gonna be a good season for Madrid. I think we're gonna have a lot of good teams this season. It's gonna be really exciting. But yeah, there's not a whole lot going on yet. After today, maybe we'll see some more transfer news. There's a lot of things here within the next week and a half that are gonna happen with the transfer market. So look for a lot of deals to get brought up, a lot of last minute things to be put into fruition for teams and signings that they want to do. So be on the lookout for that. But that is all I got for you guys today. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Make sure you guys join the Discord if you guys want to. I will get a link up for that. But if not, let me know. Let me know actually if you guys need the Discord link. I need to get some more stuff set up for YouTube. We're in the early stages of it, so I'll get notifications. I'll get commands and stuff set up for this so that we're able to do that stuff as well while we're in here and get Discord popped up and stuff and whatnot. So I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. I will be live later today with Apex on Kick, so if you guys want to hang out there and watch me grind some Apex, grind the roller gang, you know the deal. We'll be on there and we'll be vibing. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one. Make sure you guys follow the socials, all Bars Pitch. And I'll see you guys tomorrow or later tonight if you choose to stop by. I appreciate y'all. I'm out. Peace.